Please join me in giving a hearty round of applause as we welcome Dr. Hafsa Bhanu to address us on career in fine arts. Ma'am, may I now invite you to address the gathering and sharing your thoughts on the various opportunities, creative avenues, and challenges within the field of fine arts, and how passion and expression can be transformed into a fulfilling career.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
That's enough energy. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. It's not a classroom, but I would love to hear good morning from you. Today, we're going to talk about careers in fine arts, but I'll be touching a little bit of performing arts as well. So it should be a very colorful morning for us. Is it a colorful morning?
It is.
It is? Yes. Okay. First, let me ask you all, how many of you feel that you are very creative? I'll put my hand up. Okay. How many of you are here because someone told you to come and just listen to the speech? No, you can tell, it's okay. I will not mind. And how many of you are still confused what to take? Is it okay? All right. I like the confused ones. There are more. Okay. So the prefix of my name goes as doctor. So as our dear student over here mentioned, I'm a doctor by profession. All right. I have always been a passionate artist by soul. So if I'm here standing in front of you right now is because of my passion towards art and how I want you all to know the importance of what art is in your life and how it can be in your careers as well. All of us are always confused. We always have doctors, engineers, not because I'm a doctor, I'm just telling you I was passionate about being a doctor as well. But doctor and all those professions is something which is already written in when we are born. Like you have to be a doctor, you have to be an engineer, you have to be and so and so. But the other careers, the other stream which is quite advanced right now has so many more opportunities, and art is one thing which has so much empathy, so much of colors and so much of expression with that. Do you all agree for that?
Yes, sir.
Okay? Yeah? How many from ISM? I'm an alumni of ISM. All right. So, yeah. Thank you, sir, for coming. Okay. So, careers in finance. The next slide. I'll just tell you something about myself. Again, they have mentioned I am the president for Oman Department of International Action at UNESCO. UNESCO is a non-profit organization. You all are aware. There are different sections in UNESCO, and one particular section for cultural diversity is called International Action Art. We are around 86 countries with all the presidents involved, and we exchange our expressions, our creative voices. The headquarters is in Greece, and we meet once in a while and like twice in a month, and then different countries as well, so that we can exchange our expressionism. Also an art mentor for Fanoon Arts, where we conduct annual student art show every year in Dubai. This time it's in first and second, and give opportunities to students who are very passionate about art. All right. So I just wanted humbly to just place this thing over here. I'm not going to place everything over there. And these are some of the certificates and the acknowledgement which I have got through my art journey. And this is only in the past 5 years and more. All right. So I think I'm a more famous artist than a dentist. That's what I design teeth, but then it's okay. Next, please. So my main genre is nail and string art, and that also came through when my son was doing a project with the thermocol board and pins, and they were, you know, just joining with some strings. But then I thought, okay, there is something more to it. I did a bit of research, and I found out that nobody in GCC, for that matter, that moment, was doing anything with nails and strings. And then I thought, okay, let me research more, and then we saw that in abroad, in UK, Europe, and so this was a very rare but unique way of expressing and showing a three-dimensional effect of your artwork, but on a board, or sometimes in a sculpture as such. So I'm mostly known for nail and string art. Can we just go next? These are some of the examples of my artwork. This is 10% of what artworks I have done. And if you could see over here, then you would know the kind of depth and nail and so many other things are there, which is for another day, not now. Today we are talking about careers. Right, so what are creative and what are performing arts? So anyone can tell me when I say creative arts or fine arts, what comes to your mind? Drawing. Drawing, painting, anything else? Just drawing and painting? Means you're just sculpture. Anything else? Sketches also through drawing. Pottery. Okay, and performing arts? Music. Dance. Theatre. So you all are aware what's the basic difference between that. So let us go a bit more deeper into what, why we have to do the. Why do they matter? You are in Muscat right now. So when you see the surrounding, you see the environment, you get inspired. I get inspired with the whole scenic beauty of Oman. Right? So when we have some kind of theme which comes to the school, or for that matter, we will be drawing in that kind of culture, in that kind of environment. But in case you go to travel any other place, when you go to India, the thing is completely different over there. So the kind of expression, the freedom of expression you have when you go into art is to another level altogether. The community which you are into, your creative voice, what brings up into, is completely different, and that shapes our culture and our society. Yesterday we had a beautiful inaugural function. There was so much of colors, so much of performance. Didn't it get engaging to you to just watch it and you felt like watching it more? Yeah, you did feel that. So that moment of time, you are in another world altogether, isn't it? From whatever you are learning, studying, working, art gets you into a different world of expression altogether. It opens up your mind. Something called you have your happy hormones getting expressed in that. Next. So, which one do you like better?
Old.
You like old? How many like old? Why do you like old? Huh? Is it bright? Is it red?
Yeah, it's bright.
It's bright, it's red. How many of you like new? Why do you like that? More options. But then you are going to the technicality of it. So we are, so that's what's pleasing your eye, correct? So even in this simple picture, you can imagine how a design, how a creation has improvised from before, ages ago. It's the same car, okay, engineering will be different, technicality will be different, but the design is appealing to you right now. You like the color, you like the way it looks when it goes on the road, wow, I would love that. So, some creative person might have been behind that, isn't it? They wouldn't have just come to us from the engineering, but a creativity as well. So one example of how creativity helps. Now the career path, if I have to say, some told about sketching, just being a painter, what's that? But then there are so many other things. You can be fine artists, which all of you, some of you might be students of fine art. How many are students of fine art? No one? Okay, all right, no problem. So fine artist, you know what's a curator? No. We have our art teacher as well over here. So curator is someone who collects all the, like for a themed exhibition, collects all the artists for a particular theme and brings in all the artworks together and exhibits in a gallery, in a venue. It also is a profession. Okay, so may not be sometimes over here, but in abroad it's a quite well-known profession. And we have an architect, so it is a bit of intersection between engineering and art. All the beautiful buildings, especially if you like Burj Al Khalifa, it's just not the engineering, the way it looks is what appeals you, isn't it? So there is a lot of creativity in that. Architect, ceramicist, you know, the plates and the ware, the tableware, sculpture, as someone had told, illustrator. You love those comics, the earlier days, doodle. Yeah, you tell a lot of storytelling from that. Okay, that is also a kind of a career which is there. Art therapist, this is something which is very, very important, and it is gaining a lot of momentum of recently because of the kind of stress we all are into right now. The kind of world we are in right now, the cortisol level has gone a bit more up. So art therapy through expression, through maybe clay modeling. There are different sessions wherein the children, even professionals help get a bit more eased out in that one. So art therapist also is a profession. Actually, the most famous artist, Vincent van Gogh, okay, he did that kind of masterpieces because he was undergoing anxiety. He was undergoing depression. So to express himself out, this was the best way to do it. Gallerists, again, who are owning big galleries worldwide, they call on all the artists and they place an exhibition, so that is a profession as well. Graphic designer, so again, this is an intersection between AI and graphic designing, motion graphics, multimedia specialist, automobile designing. Anyone interested in any of this? Graphic designing? Yeah? Theater you would know as actor, playwright, vocal coach, director, stage manager, sound designer, and so forth. How many love photography? Photography also is an art. Correct? You have to have that kind of a vision that once if I take in the correct lighting, how does this picture look when it comes into the print media? It is, and you know, so many award-winning photography has been there, and the different type are maybe commercial photography, maybe in branding, wildlife photography, wedding photography. Anyone has it? Nowadays it's a big of a culture that wedding photography is a different kind of wedding photography which we see, right? Then we have animator. Anyone knows what is a rigging artist? You know? Can you tell?
When you model the 3D models to be able to move around, like for animating 3D models.
Animate. First you make those skeletal 3D models, make those pointers, and then it goes into animation. Correct. Texture artist, technical director. These all are creativity. It's just not AI. AI can only help you with the tools. They will not cause that. Yeah? They will not give that empathy. They will not give that human touch or whatever you want to put into it. Alright? This is done. Okay. Fashion designing. Anyone over here? Okay. So we have creative minds but in different sector. So you yourself know there are a lot of career paths once you become creative and involved in that. Accessory designer, fashion illustrator, fashion merchandiser, fashion public relations specialist, so you get appointed by a celebrity and then you're responsible for all the places where he or she goes, and then you are the known person for that. Performing arts, choreographer, dance teacher, you know, musician, audio engineer, mixing engineer. Let's go for the advertising. Advertising has a lot of creativity in that, just not what you are thinking, but what you are, what that brand, that 30-second, 20-second of whatever advertisement you see on this one, it is about from some creative mind as such. Now all the points which you have seen, all the careers which you have seen can be divided into 4 industries. If you think of entertainment careers, you will go for acting, musician, dancer, live performance and so on. If you want to go into media careers, there can be about advertising, film, graphic designing, producing. If you're going into advertising and branding, then you will have to see where you can touch into the AI, like digital art and so forth. You can go in that. Education, where you teach art. It can be also the curator, it can be also the gallerist, it can be a historian, an art lover who is traveling every place to see what is there as an architecture, old architecture, and then explaining to the students what this is about. What are the skills and education you would require to be having a career in fine arts? Let's just make it as 3C. First C is what? Creativity. Everyone should have their creative voice. You should know what your creative voice is. It's not like if I want to be a sculptor, then I will be only doing sketching and drawing. Correct? If you are interested in, I'm interested in nail and string, I can still do the sketching and this, but then I will be always wanting that challenge of nail and string, and I'll be always inclined to it. So always have your creative voice. What is your creativity? You should be knowing earlier. Keep a sketchbook with you. Start jotting down things like what you love the most. Then you will have a clearer idea. Communication. So when you have your creative voice, start to communicate with like-minded people. Okay, I like sketching, you like to be an illustrator. Let's do something together. Let's put up something together. Let's do some doodling. Let's just make some kind of, a media. Maybe for your school you can, you have those newsletters, right? Let's work on those. Let's just make something different. So bring all the creative minds together. Just communicate and collaborate with different voices. What is the importance of portfolio? Now, anything which you do, especially in terms of, for that matter, for studying, without theory and practice, you will not gain anything. So you have to have the basic knowledge of what art field you are looking for, which place you want to go. Just go into a bit of research. The way I went, I researched more on nails and strings. So what research would you like to do? And then bring it to practice every single day. Create your portfolio. Your portfolio is your guide, is your tool to get into any kind of colleges which you long for. Alright? I'll just show you an example of a portfolio by one of our students from ISM itself, but a bit later and just show you. Join clubs. Everyone has art club at school? How many are part of the art club? We're not having art students here much. Anyways, it's okay. Join art clubs so that you understand what your fellow peer is doing over there, and volunteer in getting practical, knowledge about it. If, for example, if you have an event in your school, the stage setup is done. So just volunteer to see what can I do over there, how this stage is set up, what is the background, what is the display, can I do something digital over here, can I make some art craft over there, can I do some modeling in that. Volunteer so that you also know how it is to replicate everything and in post-production as such. Attend workshops. I'm 100% sure there are a lot of workshops which goes on at school, and you can do it online as well. Find your balance. When you have your balance, when you are disciplined, this is something which is part of life. When you have a self-discipline every day, maybe apart on your whole 24 hours, you just take at least 30 minutes, 40 minutes just for art, just for creativity. Take a book, write day 1, I'm going to do this artwork. Just go day 2, at the same time, do another one. For example, just take an example, you want to do an eye. Just draw eye, day 1, day 2, day 3. You will be amazed by the end of 30 days how much you are improvised in that small artwork which you have done from day 1. So, practice self-discipline and effective time management. Everyone has 24 hours, everyone has 168 hours in their week. Is 168 hours less? Apart from your sleeping, eating, working, school, everything else, I think 30 minutes from every day's life you can at least give for some creativity in your life. So this is the portfolio I'm referring on. This is our student from ISL. She just passed out this year, Pranavi. So she made a profile, and she had won in the annual student art show, second prize last year. So because of her participation, she got a chance to show her artwork in 5 different galleries in Dubai. Okay, so that went in World Art Dubai itself. It's very expensive to be a part of World Art Dubai, but because of her participation, she got a chance to do that one. And because of her portfolio, this is she'll be talking about, I have a video from her. Because of her portfolio, she got into MIT, Pune. Can you just play this one?
Hi everyone, I'm Pranavi. I am studying in MIT ID Pune, and now I'm living in Tamil Nadu, where I was born and brought up in Muscat. So I'm going to say how art makes us connect to whatever we study. Let it be design, let it be science, let it be commerce also. So art, the portfolios which I did based on my art lessons from my private tutor, Dr. Lakshmi, and based on the lessons which I learned from my school, I chose humanities stream in Indian School Muscat, and I did my 11th and 12th with that stream, and I had arts as a prominent subject. So whatever scores I got and whatever portfolios I did and whatever works I did in the school, it was really helpful for my college, and I could connect a lot of things to design. So it's very receptive. And when I got a question about elements of design, I was able to point out from my portfolio. So whether we know or whether we don't know, but our artworks and our portfolio connects us to another level. Even if you're a surgeon also, if you are good in art, you're good at fine linings, then that makes you a specialist when it comes to using surgical tools. And art gives a lot of psychological support, and when we study each and every single new art forms, we can analyze them and we can come out of the box and explore more things. So that's how I don't run like 15 private colleges of India, top 15 private colleges of India, and MIT ID was the first ranked college, and I have got into that. And I think art is something that's really very grateful, and I'm thankful to Dr. Hafsa for giving me this opportunity to tell about my experience. And yeah, thank you.
Isn't it inspiring? Are you getting inspired? This is just a recent success story which we had. So, understand what is your creative voice. To know that, it's the first step. What would you want to go into? What is your creative voice? Is it art? Is it performing arts? Is it music? Is it dance? But just don't go into a career because someone has told you that yeah, you're good at it, just go into it. No. Understand what is your creative voice. Skills matter, definitely. You have to hone your skills. You have to undergo training. You have to understand the theory, do some workshops, do some volunteering so that you can understand your skill. Education counts, and start early. Start early, because when I was a student of ISM, I used to just take a pen and paper and just draw and be randomly doing anything. I took part in one of the exhibition which was there, and I didn't even know that I had won. Then we had got a certificate from Bahrain. That moment, it was a very proud moment that at least, I am getting recognized for something, just not education, but also for art. So it's very important to participate and follow your passion. As Dhanya has so told, your passion is also causing the fulfillment, isn't it? Ultimately, yes. So art is the highest expression of the human spirit. I hope you all stay creative, and this has opened up your mind a little bit more in what creativity has inspired you. Yeah? Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hafsa Bhanu, for that heartfelt and inspiring session. You've inspired us all to look at art not just as a hobby, but as a powerful pathway to express, inspire, and create. We shall now open the floor for a brief question and answer session. Students, this is your opportunity to interact directly with Dr. Hafsa Bhanu to seek guidance, clarify your doubts, or share your thoughts about pursuing a career in the field of fine arts. I request our audience to kindly raise their hands if they have a question, and our team will bring the microphone to you. Let's make this session interactive, engaging, and full of meaningful insights.
I feel like you're the perfect person to ask this question to.
Okay.
So, I really like art, but I feel like medicine or paths like that are very stable. So, as a previous dentist, do you feel like your life was way more stable than now as an artist?
Actually speaking, okay, stability in the, I told you, I am also a very passionate doctor. It's just not that, but yes, yeah, I'm a very, it was stable. It is still stable, but then art has given me that expression of mind, that freedom, the freedom which you get is not from a 9-to-5 job, which you're getting, you're inclined and seeing patients. Because as a doctor, from morning till evening, you'll be hearing only one thing, patient complaints. I have this issue, I have that issue, and that, you are trying to be very empathetic, very listening, and you have to release it somewhere. Yeah, you have to have that freedom of expression, and art is the perfect place which I got for my freedom of expression. And actually, I got more recognition through art than I can say as a dentist. Yeah, so both go hand in hand.
So, say, like for example, you really have to like it though, because if you really don't like it, at the end of the day, maybe it gives you like it's your passion.
Yeah.
If you're broke, you won't be happy.
It will not fail you ever. Art is not only one thing which is going to leave you broke. That's definitely not going to be there. What is it? It is what you are, what your vision is. What do you want to achieve from art? You want it as just a career. You want it just as a recognition. Because once you have the theory, once you get into a proper college, you have the proper education, you will never be broke. 100%.
Thank you.
Ma'am, as a parent, how do I encourage to put in this artistic expression in our children at a young age?
Small steps, first steps, just start with a simple drawing and you just encourage them. All right, okay, what do you see outside? Let them understand what is nature. Take them out. Okay, when you go to a beach, let's go for a beach. Okay, what do you see over here? Ocean. Do you think you feel like drawing a line of a beach and a sand and something? Oh wow, this has been beautiful. How did you do that? I mean, I would like to see more. Would you like to go again? Let's go again. Let's see it again. Take that canvas, take your crayons with you. Let's go. Let's just sit in here and just relax and just have a take smaller steps. That will be the first beginning. Hello.
I want to create my very own animated series someday in the future. What should I do? I already have a story. I want to know any other steps.
So as I had mentioned a few of the career paths over there. So there are motion graphics, there's multimedia, there's rigging artists. You have to research on that. How that, again, the practice is what makes it perfect. So find out, do a research, and where is the first point? I want to make an animation series. I have a story. How do I put into a 3D model? How does it go? So you have to take those kind of courses so that you understand it. Yeah?
Before we conclude, let's take our last question. One final brushstroke to complete this inspiring conversation.
Any more questions? Yeah, sure.
Looks like a funny question. Everyone's smiling.
Hello,
Hey.
my name is Sakya. First of all, to have a head start. Art has been a very big role in my life, in which I have got more awards and things and all. But when I have passion for fashion design now, but when I am stressed, I write down stories. So I am now stuck between fashion designing and writer profession. So I am very confused because whenever I feel like I want to stitch and want to make nice dresses, at the same time I want to be an author, which inspires many people and makes people touch their souls and this thing and all. But yeah, I'm stuck between two.
Okay. So that's what I told you. What is your creative voice? You have to understand, you have to have clarity on that first. Would you enjoy telling stories, or do you enjoy doing fashion designing? You can also tell stories through your fashion designing as well. When you are making such kind of a dress, it's a statement. It's a statement. Like, what is the story behind this dress? What is the story behind this attire which I am trying to make? You can connect both of it. As artists, there's one thing which we have which most of them don't have. We always have, everyone is stuck with, okay, any problem is there, this is how it's supposed to be solved, and if you don't solve it, you get stressed. But artists are not like that. They are free with expression. They have all the alphabets, plan A, B, C, D till Z, right? So they will go through every other plan so that it works, and they make it work. That is the one quality of artist, which I have noticed in every artist, which every student which I have worked with. Alright, so find your creative voice. If it's only a story, just try to connect with it. You can make a beautiful attire in that way.
Thank you.
Thank you. You talk for a second, yeah, I think. Okay. Oh, you wrote it down.
Yeah. Ma'am, oh wait. Ma'am, how did you like manage between like medicine and arts? Like how do you balance it?
Passion. Always had the passion of art. Always. Medicine. Okay, you study. You have to be passionate. You have to feel that this is what my heart is, and this is, you know, what my heart needs. Your heart is in art. You have to be very passionate, and everything will open. All the space, all the roads will, all the paths will open on its own.
Ma'am, one more question. Ma'am, if you had to leave one of the jobs, which one would it be?
I go for art. Definitely.
You would leave art.
No, I will go with art.
You will go.
I will go with art. See, dentistry as a profession, as a doctor, I love the profession, okay? It's not like I would like to leave it. My patients love me, I love my patients, I love to treat them and solve all the problems, but art gives me freedom. I tell you, it's an absolute different kind of feeling. I'll definitely go for art.
Thank you.